POV, you go to a Japanese store in a mid-tier city like a Rayleigh, sushi restaurant, manga store, whatever. Have you noticed that every goddamn time you go inside these stores, you hear this song called Yoru ni Kakeru? Holy smoking balls, this song is bloody everywhere. The song is on Instagram Reels, TikTok, Reddit. Bloody hell, just stop brainwashing me with this suicidal song. Why is YOASOBI everywhere? Or more relevant nowadays, Idol. The duo's success was not an overnight sensation. Let's dive into the story of YOASOBI, the tale of two struggling artists who beat the odds to make it big, like half the size of your mama. Just stick around and find out their stories. Born in 1994, Ayase grew up around music. His grandmother was a piano teacher and he soon picked up piano at a very young age, just like every East Asian out there.
You have lesson tomorrow.
Fast forward to junior high school, young Ayase formed his very first band, Da Vinci, when he was just 16. The band started out in his hometown at Shunan in Yamaguchi Prefecture, right here. But the problem is the city is not that big, with only 133,000 population, and a bunch of them are old geezers, which is not precisely the main demographic for J-rock. More like this. As such, they soon expanded their activities to Fukuoka, the regional capital of Kyushu right here, and then moved on to Tokyo, the greatest city with fancy toilets and maid cafes. He allegedly even skipped school to focus on music. Moving to the capital of Japan, the band enjoyed very limited success. They had a mini tour around the country, released mini albums which included Ayase's first ever mini song, translated as The Red Moon. However, life is not always smooth sailing.
We're thinking.
What are you thinking about?
The band struggled heavily to make ends meet in the highly competitive music scene of Tokyo. The members had to pursue part-time jobs to sustain the band. Ayase himself lived in a very small apartment in Tokyo with his sister. The struggling Ayase at the time would not even dream of fame and popularity in his unforeseeable future. Sadly, in 2018, Ayase hit another iceberg. Without its core member, the band was gradually disbanded, and that was the sad end of Ayase's music journey. He went back to school and eventually became a corporate slave like millions of other poor Japanese souls. Thanks for watching. Luckily for us average music appreciators, that did not happen. We are blessed with his music thanks to Hatsune Miku. Wait, it's all Miku? One day, Ayase was introduced to vocaloid technology by his sister, who was listening to Jailbreak by Neru. Ayase then explored the software. Anyone can easily make a song, with a super low barrier to entry. As such, in 2018, he published his first ever song, Sentese Assault Girl. The song's lyrics express the emotions and thoughts of someone who is struggling with self-doubt and the ultimate desire to improve themselves. Perhaps it was a reflection of Ayase's struggling music career and his unsure future at that time. Ayase handled the song composing, lyrics, and the PV, basically everything on his own, a one-man horse. The catchy upbeat of the song was heavily influenced by his work in Da Vinci. The song garnered some attention, but most importantly, paved the way for his upcoming hit songs. After the official disbandment of his band, Ayase's life struggled heavily. He broke up with his girlfriend, and being a poor artist in the highly expensive Tokyo,
I have no money.
his future was gloomy, full of doubt and uncertainties. As he continued to make music using the Vocaloid software, it was a huge gamble. What if no one cared about his music, like my videos?
Bruh.
His troubled feelings were reflected in his next pair of songs, Happy Ender and Last Resort. In Last Resort, the song was about giving up on everything, hope, dreams, passion. Happy Ender was the complete opposite. A very sweet love song which encourages listeners to move forward even in the most dire situation, perhaps a song Ayase made to encourage himself. Throughout the years, Ayase used a crappy MacBook and continued to make music in his crowded apartment, never giving up hope and continued to chase his dreams of being a music artist. Luckily, just a few months later, a staff from Monogatari.com saw Ayase as the last resort and discovered the massive potential of him and decided to invite him to be part of the upcoming project titled YOASOBI. The second piece of the puzzle is Ikura, the face and the singer of YOASOBI. Her path to music is similarly full of rejections and failures. Growing up in Chicago, she fell in love with music under heavy influence from the Disney shows.
Heyo, I'm Jake Paul from Bizarre Park, and you're watching Disney Channel.
No, not that one. This one. From a very young age, she decided to pursue the path of music under the encouragement from her family. Along with her sister, she attended a music academy YPA back in Japan to learn about singing. Soon after, she branched into songwriting as well. The first song she wrote was during the last year of elementary school. It was for her classmate who was about to move far away from middle school. On to middle school, she went all in her dream, joining music clubs, and went busking in nearby parks. Eventually, she started to advance through the levels and began to perform in live houses. Yet, life is not a Disney fairy tale. The music industry is highly competitive, and it has always been a survival of the fittest. Hell, just take a look at the amount of rappers and singers on SoundCloud. No offense, some of them are really good. Ikura joined many music records auditions by the age of 14, and she got rejected again and again. Luckily, a Sony producer recognized her talents. She participated in a new artist training course, releasing her first ever demo CD, 15 no Omoi. A couple years later, Ikura had her first taste in professional music, joining a music group Plusonica with other rookies as a guitarist and a main vocalist. But the band mainly did covers with a very tiny foothold in the broader J-pop industry. When Ikura was 17, she even attended a TV audition show. She got into Final 4 but yet again failed to advance. Through failures after rejections and failures, Ikura did not give up and carried on making music and posting covers on social media. Thankfully, the gold finally struck in 2019. She received a DM from a mysterious man named Ayase, invite to an upcoming Japanese band, YOASOBI, and the rest is history. The first ever song by YOASOBI is the renowned Yoru ni Kakeru. The catchy tune, shiny lyrics, combined with the brainwashing effect of TikTok, has made the song very popular. Ikura also sang the song on the Sony Beck's channel The First Take, which garnered millions of views. Within just 5 months of release, it became #1 of Billboard Japan, winning many awards, garnering 500 million streams. It was truly no holding back for the band, releasing hit songs including Kaibutsu for the show Beastars, Gunjo for Blue Period, The Blessing for Gundam, and lastly, Idol for the super hit anime show Oshinoko. But the true highlight of their careers will be their performance on the TV show NHK Red and White Song Battle. It is a recurring New Year's Eve television show since the 1950s, and only the top Japanese singers will be invited. Looking back at the depressing history, they have truly made it. The story of YOASOBI is a testament to the fact that success does not come easy. Their journey is a reminder that behind every successful artist, there are countless hours of hard work, dedication and rejections. But only a tiny fraction of these aspiring artists make it. So next time you hear a YOASOBI song, remember the story behind the door and the many challenges they overcame to get to where they are today. Hey folks, sorry for not posting for a while. The regular upload schedule will continue from now on. Subscribe and see ya.